Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Denver Nuggets. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jamal Murray.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Houston, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center position. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, B.A., but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
Now here's Van Vliet. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. Back to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in. And here's Murray. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Jokic finds Murray. Jokic with a screen on Van Vliet. Back to Jokic. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Green. Fires from the wing. And he gets the jumper to drop.
When you try to check Green in pick and roll action, you've got to stop him first.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
And it's Jokic missing. Murray against Thompson. And it's Denver with a rebound. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
Jokic with a screen on Green. Brown passes to Jokic. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Is there anything he doesn't do? Great awareness by Jokic there.
Van Vliet outside. Crafty move. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. They traveled to Houston last time they faced the Rockets, came away with a win.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
And it's Jokic missing.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Van Vliet, for his size, is pretty tricky.
And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but think about it. One of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Now here's Murray. He's scoreless. Pass to Brown. Outside Murray. Now here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic finds Murray. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Green against Murray. And there's Green on the assist by Brooks.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Murray. Over to the left wing. Jokic in the post. Defended by Şengün. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get one up. Murray from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Eason. And the layup is good.
Well, I like the opportunistic attitude right there, as well as the aggressive finish inside.
Here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Outside Murray. From downtown. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Nuggets on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the 1. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Murray to the paint.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Here's Whitmore. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Jokic finds Murray. Outside Porter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And that one hits the back iron.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
To the inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Holiday. And Denver will go for a different look here. Jordan's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. Strother's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Jamal Murray. Now here's Green. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Here's Westbrook. It's a 3-point game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Brown. Outside Watson. Westbrook with it. Thompson with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition and denied at the rim. But they call the foul. The whistle blows and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
Nice job to go.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the
previous play is under review.
A lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün's checked in. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The Nuggets lead by 3. Watson passes to Jordan. Misses from short range. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. This one for 3. The Rockets with another miss. For Denver, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Down low. Brown passes to Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Outside, Green. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Back to Şengün. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Hey, for a big like Şengün, you need that pump fake in your arsenal.
Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. And he sinks the second.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Timeout.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Fred VanVleet.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And Denver making a change here. Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Strawther. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Westbrook. Şengün, no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Clock at 4. Here's Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Şengün passes to VanVleet. Drains the triple. VanVleet's got 5.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Murray passes to Brown. Jokic with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Pass to Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Van Vliet with it. The shot no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nuggets ahead, leading by 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks very much. I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, evaluate this team's execution offensively for me.
Well, I think we're at our best when we can get out and run, but also play downhill. It's a simple game for us. When we defend, that gets us out to run. Now we can play downhill, attack, and share the ball. That's when we're at our best.
Keep it simple. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You know, right now for Denver, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
Let's shift our focus now to Nikola Jokic. Outstanding tonight through 2.
Ernie, you know I have special G14 clearance to say this.
Yeah?
He's the best playmaking center I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Not Wilt, not Walton, not West, not me. It's Joker, until further notice.
Did you just try and sneak your own name onto that list?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Denver leading by 5. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks against Porter. Count it.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Now Murray, 5 points in the game. Pass to Brown, out to the right wing. Şengün against Jokic. Left side Porter, takes a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside for Brooks. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Şengün, a screen on Murray. Pass to Green. And Şengün throw it down.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Jokic against Green, and they double up Jokic. Outside Murray, and stolen by Green. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Jokic against Şengün. 6 to shoot. Porter pass to Murray. Fires for three. And another miss by Denver.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green for the lead. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Van Vliet against Murray. Now Jokic. They still need this. And the dunk by Jokic.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in, and Denver will go for a different look here. Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. Strother's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Murray. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Tari Eason. Denver shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. Uses the glass on the layup. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Green against Westbrook. Shot on the wing. Another one falls for Houston. Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Outside Watson. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Brown. To the wing on the left. Watson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went 2nd overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
The drive by Westbrook.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounce ability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Şengün, a screen on Westbrook. Green going right at the rim. The shot's good. Green's got 16 points now.
Wow, Green looks almost unstoppable out there, crashing through the defense and getting into his shot.
Jordan with a screen on Green. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway threes.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Nuggets, Russell Westbrook out there with Christian Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Michael Malone was going over with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Strawther. And Murray subbed in for Brown.
Once again, fans.
Here's Jokic. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Green for 3. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And here's Westbrook. And here's Jokic outside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
The crossover. And it's Green missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball for Denver. 2-point game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Over Whitmore. Murray, no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Denver with a change here, too. Brown's checked in.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Over to the wing. On the wing, Porter lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Murray against Brooks. Back to Green. Outside Eason. Up and over Gordon. Eason can't get it to go. Denver has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Murray looking around. Jokic against Smith. Pass to Gordon. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Houston making some changes. Şengün checked in for Smith. And it's Thompson in for Eason.
Thompson.
Here's Brown. Fires from deep. Rebound by Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining.
Brooks outside. Now here's Van Vliet. And here's Green from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet against Murray. Now here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. They kick it out to Murray. That falls. High speed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Pass to Jokic. Out to Gordon. Gordon with a screen on Brooks. The drive by Porter. Murray from outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Oh, there's the alley.
Showing zero fear. Thompson handles handles the pressure of the big moment. Way to go, man.
Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
It's been great to see guys don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Green. Thompson finds Van Vliet. Şengün, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Van Vliet with it. Checked by Gordon. Van Vliet misses. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Porter pass to Jokic. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Şengün passes to Thompson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that brings him within 2 here. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hopefully alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
So a close game sees Denver taking this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Well, Nikola, coach has talked about the growth of your leadership. What spurred you to become more vocal?
I just want to help my teammates. I think if they say something, they're going to listen to me. I just want to make them better, so I'm just going to do that.
Well, they're relying on your voice, so keep it up.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.